A man and woman are charged in a Southwest Springfield robbery.
It happened with the family sound asleep, and the thief snuck into a boy's bedroom with a loaded weapon.
Lizzie was barking uncontrollably, and it was more of an aggressive bark than normal. So after a few seconds of that, I got out of bed and walked towards the front door to see what was going on.
That's when Michael Ormsby spotted someone rummaging through his truck parked in the driveway.
When I walked past the front door, out of the corner of my eye, I noticed that the truck light was on. So I said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And the guy came around the corner and pointed the gun at me and said, "Get back in the house." And it took me a second to register, but I slammed the door shut and locked it and ran into the bedroom and told Stephanie that there's somebody robbing us to call the cops.
The man ran off, but Greene County deputies arrested the suspect on Wednesday, less than a half hour later, just a couple blocks away. After calling 911, the Ormsbys made a chilling discovery. The danger came much closer than they realized.
We started looking around and noticing, purses are missing, wallet was missing, my keys were missing.
The man got in through a basement door. No one knew an intruder was inside the home. The man walked into this bedroom, stole the computer off of this desk, then walked over here and grabbed the cash out of this jar, Christmas money, doing it just inches away from where a 12-year-old boy was sound asleep. He woke up but didn't move and got a glimpse of the robber going up the stairs.
He's very smart. He actually played possum and he pretended to sleep. And which is a good thing.
18-year-old Anthony Triggs is now in jail on a $250,000 bond. Deputies also arrested 18-year-old Alyssa Evans, both booked on robbery and armed criminal action. Court records show Triggs pleaded guilty to a previous robbery and was put on 5 years probation. Ormsby says officers told him they found drugs on the suspects, and that gun was loaded.
If Caden would have woke up and startled the guy, he could have been shot. The guy had a gun on him. And that really goes for the same for any of us. I never want to be in that situation where I have to use a gun or force against somebody. I don't want to have to live with that. But, if it's us or them, we need to win.
The Ormsbys have since upgraded their home security. Triggs is now charged with burglary, robbery, and armed criminal action. Evans is charged with unlawful possession of a firearm and receiving stolen property. Deputies are now investigating other thefts in that area to see if they're connected.
Charges are pending for that deadly crash involving 3 semi-trucks near Stratford. Neider Singh is being held on suspicion of involuntary manslaughter. Investigators say the 44-year-old drove one of the 3 semis that ran into 2 pickups yesterday. Now, one of those semis flipped onto a pickup truck, killing 43-year-old David Lambeth of Rolla. The pileup triggered by another multiple car crash nearby on the interstate.
President Trump keeps calling the media dishonest.
But as the president continues to call out what he thinks is fake news, some members of Congress don't necessarily agree.
A battle raging on the airwaves.
The press has become so dishonest.
And across social media, President Trump continues his fight with the press.
The press honestly is out of control. The level of dishonesty is out of control.
Just down the road on Capitol Hill, members of Congress are drawing their own conclusions about fake news.
I don't want to attribute fault to just one party or another here.
Republican Congressman John Ratcliffe says he believes there is a bias against Trump, but he also says the president himself is not blameless.
Some of the ways that Donald Trump is communicating with the media or against the media are things that I wouldn't recommend.
But his tweets, nearly 35,000 to date, haven't hurt his popularity. His account now boasts more than 25 million followers.
I think his goal was to bypass the media and talk directly to the American people.
But the truth behind his statements and those of his closest advisors are not always accurate, and that worries Democratic Congresswoman Cheri Bustos.
President Trump is living in this world of alternative facts. I don't know why anybody would want to be in this line of work of being a spokesperson for an administration and not be willing to get in front of the press and tell the truth.
Bustos spent nearly 2 decades as a print reporter. She says it's going to be up to the media to keep the White House honest.
It is the job of those in the press to drill down and keep asking and pointing out to the public when something's inaccurate.
Lawmakers we spoke with agree the American people aren't well served by the continued animosity between the White House and the press corps.
I would hope that everyone would get on board and give him a chance, and that he would respect their right to report the news accurately, but also be able to hold them accountable.
The congressmen say it's imperative the First Amendment continues to hold its weight. Reporting in Washington, I'm Alex Miller.
Tonight, 10 cadets will graduate from the Springfield Police Academy. They completed more than 1,000 hours of training and will now hit the streets with an officer for 13 weeks of real-world experience. Tonight's graduation starts at 7 o'clock at Ridgecrest Baptist Church.
Arkansas's governor has signed legislation giving state employees 4 weeks of paid maternity leave. The time off will be taken out of an existing pool of unused sick leave. Now, the leave would be available to women within the first 12 weeks after birth or adoption. However, the new law does not offer the same benefit to dads.
You can now get beer and barbecue at an old radio building downtown.
Kate Allt shows us one of Springfield's newest businesses. Kate.
Lost Signal Brewing opened its doors this week in downtown Springfield, and they're not only serving up homemade beer, but also homemade barbecue. Lost Signal is located on West College Street, just a couple blocks away from Springfield Brew Co. and also Mother's. The name comes from the fact that their building used to be an old radio station and still has the old antenna up on the roof. Construction on the building has been going on since last summer, and the first beers were served to the public on Tuesday. Right now, they've got 4 beers on tap, but the menu is expanding, and there should be 6 beers available by this weekend. The owner says that they're modeled after his own personal taste. They all have an alcohol content on the low side, so you can enjoy a couple of them while you eat instead of just being able to have one. As for the barbecue, well, it goes perfectly with beer, and it also makes Lost Signal a little different. The owner's father is part of a smooth smoke barbecue team, and they've helped out with creating the menu.
When we decided to do food, we were like, well, we got to go all the way, so why not get some of the best around to help us out? And so that's why this food has been so good.
On Saturday, Lost Signal will have their grand opening. They'll have lots of giveaways and discounts. They're hoping to pack the place for their first official weekend open. They open up at 11 o'clock in the morning, and they're located at 610 West College Street. Live in Springfield, Kate Allt, KY3 News.
All right, thank you, Kate. WWE Live returns to Springfield this April. WWE superstars will take to the ring at JQH on Saturday, April 15th. Tickets for the event go on sale today. You can get them at JQH Ticket Window or online at MissouriStateTix.com. Tickets start at $15, available starting at 10 o'clock this morning. If you want to ramp up that ab workout, we got you covered. The core blasting exercise that will leave you stronger and your partner stronger so you can do more SmackDowns.
Time now is coming up on 7:39, a live look at Bowl Shoals. Liz is next with a pick day this weekend, the records we could break, and the day rain returns next week.
And now, your KY3 Storm Team forecast.
Time now is 7:41. Liz is here with the fishing forecast.
How about that?
Yeah, it's looking like a great weekend for that. Great weekend for golfing. Great weekend for doing anything outside. Yeah, it's a great weekend to be outside again. And one tip that a lot of people forgot last weekend is just because it's February doesn't mean that the sun won't give you a sunburn. So I think going out to the park, going fishing, going camping, golfing, all those fun things to do outside. I think you should still do them. Just remember the sunglasses and the sunscreen too. If you'll be wearing short sleeves or shorts, anything exposed and you have the sun still shining, even if it's not summertime, you still could get the sunburn. So I know too many people learned that one the hard way last weekend. As far as what we're looking at compared to normal, it's been hard to keep track of what average February temperatures are. They are not typically in the 60s and 70s like we're expecting. They're normally much closer to 50 degrees. And in fact, I think we could even be setting new records by the time Sunday rolls around. I showed you some gorgeous sunrises out by the lake earlier, and look at these sunrise photos that were sent in to us. Here's one picture that was sent in this morning, another one just highlighting some of those golds that came up with the sunrise. Hardly anything as far as the cloud cover goes, and thanks again to everyone who downloaded the KY3 Storm Team app, and you were able to just take the picture from your phone, go into the app, and share the photo with us. So if you got any other photos this morning of the sunrise, or even this weekend, if you're just enjoying this comfortable weather, send those in to us on the app, and I'll make sure this weekend to get some of those photos on the air for you. As far as what we're looking at now, plenty of sunshine, still have that south-southwesterly wind coming at us at 11 miles per hour, so it's a little bit breezy outside, not nearly as windy as where we were yesterday. So we have been allowed to expire those red flag warnings, but still, if you can avoid any outdoor burning, that would be advised. As far as temperatures go, like we were talking about, normally we're talking about a high near 50 degrees, so we're seeing temperatures right now almost 20 degrees above those normal lows, and we are going to keep those temperatures climbing this weekend. In fact, I think the best chance for breaking records, it'll be before the weekend's done, so as we head toward the day on Sunday. And there is a slight chance for a few showers making an appearance. Now, not putting a whole lot of confidence that we'll be seeing much as far as rainfall goes. I think it will be primarily the cloud cover that we see through the day on Saturday. But you probably notice those few brief moments of green skirting by. I think it'll be right around that Missouri-Arkansas state line and even into parts of northern Arkansas for the first half of your Saturday that we could see a few very light rain showers. But most of us will just be dealing with the clouds. Now, this is one of the computer models that's going a little heavier on the rainfall, but you can see heavier means maybe 5/100ths of an inch to just over 1/10 of an inch of rainfall in total. Better shot for rain? Well, it's going to be heading our way for the first half of the work week. I don't know if we'll quite get the downpour that this computer model's thinking for Monday and Tuesday, but if we get enough heat and instability going, it wouldn't be out of the question to even see a thunderstorm give us half an inch or more rainfall. So Monday and Tuesday, those will be the days that we're really watching for the chance for more showers. Now, we were talking about records. Here's where records sit for today. 73 degrees for both Springfield and Rolla. Well, it wouldn't be out of the question. I'm just thinking that we'll be climbing our way much closer to that 70-degree mark. Overall today, really looking pretty nice outside. We're going to keep those temperatures climbing toward right around 70 degrees. And like we were talking about, we still have that southwesterly wind in place. The winds will become much lighter tonight, still out of the south, though, bringing in that warmer air. And when we pair the southerly breeze with the clouds, well, we're going to be waking up tomorrow close to where our high temperatures are this time of the year. Sunday, this has really been the day that we've been focusing on for the best chance for breaking records. Here's where the records are for your Sunday. 72 degrees, that's been the temperature we've been looking at, and I will admit, today I was tempted to raise that to 73, 74, so that would be enough to put Springfield in the record books. You'll notice, though, down by Harrison, 81 degrees. That's the record that you'll have to beat. I don't think we'll be seeing 80s again, but low to mid-70s, definitely not out of the question. Monday and Tuesday, like we were talking about, that's going to be the best chance to see some rain showers. So we'll keep you posted on that. So don't put the umbrella away too far just yet either.
All right, time now 7:45. A new study about football-related injuries just might surprise you.
The new numbers showing the risks of flag football.
On This Fit Life, if you've got a partner and both of you want to get in shape, tighten up that tummy, this is a great workout for that. David Poland, Extreme Fitness, and this takes some cooperation.
Yeah, I think this is great, especially with abs. We tend to kind of not do as much or not push as hard, so it's great to maybe throw in a partner or a buddy to intensify, you know, your ab training and kind of push each other, because you'll push each other, you'll build off each other. And these are two kind of basic movements that I think are really good and would be fun with a partner, and you'll push each other.
Great. What are we going to do?
First one we're going to do just a basic sit-up with a med ball here. I'll let you start with that med ball.
Holy cow!
And I'm going to start with your feet to kind of help you out. Hold your feet out. So go all the way back for a sit-up. Take that ball behind the head.
Oh, behind the head?
Yep. Now when you come up, you're going to throw it to me.
Okay.
There you go. Good. And you're going to catch it before you go down. All the way back. Nice. So this is a really good one for the upper abs. And that med ball is also even working your shoulders with the throw. Good, good. So that's a, you know, a good basic one that, you know, you would need a partner for and be pretty challenging. Okay. The next one we're going to do is a leg raise. So I'm going to stand behind you here.
Okay.
You're going to grab my heels for support.
All right.
Okay, you're going to bring your legs all the way up to my hands.
Okay.
Here. And here, I'm going to push you down, okay? And you're not going to let your feet hit the ground.
Okay.
So you're going to fight my push. All the way down, not bring it up. Good. Even with these, you can spin it different directions. So with a partner, you don't really know what direction they're going or how intense they're going to do it. You just have to work with it.
And how long do you want to do this?
You know, anywhere on these, maybe sets of 10 to 20. You could even time them, you know, but try it out, and you can always scale it up the more you do it. And that's a really good one for the lower abs and even lower back.
All right. Good partner workout for your abs on This Fit Life.
A new study reveals twice as many children are injured playing flag, not tackle, football. Researchers found while the number of flag football injuries were higher, the tackle football injuries were more serious. Researchers say parents should know that both types of football are reasonably safe, but flag football is not a risk-free substitute for the sport.
A new study finds ice fishing is more dangerous than commercial or traditional sport fishing. Mayo Clinic researchers found ice fishers suffer more burns, more broken bones, and concussions than other anglers. Ice fishers also wound up in the hospital much more often than other fishermen.
A one-handed catch caught on camera.
The lightning-quick reflexes that saved a toddler from a serious fall.
And now, your KY3 Storm Team forecast.
Well, good morning, everyone. We are waking up to plenty in the way of sunshine. We still have a bit of a breeze coming at us out of the south-southwest at 11 miles per hour, and those 40s, they're not too bad to start off the morning, especially because mid to upper 20s, those are our normal lows this time of the year. Not only are we starting off nearly 20 degrees above average, but that'll be the trend throughout the day. In fact, instead of low 50s, which again, normal for this time of the year, that southwesterly breeze and some sunshine, it'll help us climb up close to 70. Now today, that'll put us within record-breaking territory. I don't know if those low 70s, though, will be quite enough to hit that 73 degrees we need for records here in Springfield. Sunday, though, could be a different story. 72 degrees puts us right on track to be tying record highs. As far as our neighboring cities, well, they're in just about the same boat. We're going to be seeing 70 degrees, or at least either end of that, pretty much across the board from Kansas City towards St. Louis and even down into the Memphis, Little Rock, Wichita, and Tulsa area today.
Forensic investigators shut down a southern Pakistan shrine this morning. They're investigating a suicide bombing that killed at least 75 people. Now, ISIS claimed responsibility for the attack, saying it targeted a Shiite gathering. The Sunni extremist group has targeted Shiite groups in the past. Multiple bombers are believed to have taken part in that attack.
Thousands marched in a national day without immigrants. Many restaurants and businesses worked with less staff on Thursday or closed as part of the protest against President Trump's immigration crackdown. The day also highlighted the importance of immigrants and their contributions to communities.
A toddler saved by a single-handed catch at a Houston, Texas store. Check it out. There's the catch. Quick reflexes. Give him back to Dad. Now let's show off for the camera. Thumbs up. Great job there.
Oh, jeez.
There's the catch again, once again. That business, by the way, is an indoor skydiving store. The employee who made the impressive catch credits his skydiving training for his cat-like reflexes.
A Pennsylvania man created a story of his own when he returned a children's book missing for more than 75 years. He made the discovery while cleaning out his basement. Well, it turns out his dad checked out the book, Val Rides the Oregon Trail, back in 1941. The library waived the late fine.
All right. Wonder if Val ever finished the journey. Time now is 7:54. Next, 2 arrests after a home robbery in southwest Springfield.
And the record-breaking temperatures we could feel this weekend.
This is a KY3 News Update.
Good morning at 7:57. I'm Maria Neider.
And I'm Paul Adler. Here's Liz with that fishing forecast.
Well, the next couple days, we are going to be looking at some nice weather. In fact, across the board, we're talking about highs right around 70 degrees. So I think fishing weather is going to be looking pretty nice outside. In fact, the next couple days, here's what we're looking at. If you're going to be pulling out the boat, make sure you have the sunscreen and the sunglasses handy with you. We're going to be talking about temperatures in the low 70s today. We have mid-60s heading our way for Saturday. And then Sunday, even warmer. It's going to be the day where we could be talking about record-breaking temperatures. So the second weekend in a row, we could be seeing record-breaking heat here across the Ozarks. We are going to be watching for the potential for much warmer weather even as we head toward the next few days. I'll have more on that, though, coming up in just a few minutes, as well as when we can see that next chance for a few rain showers.
All right, thank you much. 2 teenagers are now charged with a Greene County armed robbery. Police say 18-year-olds Anthony Triggs and Allison Evans broke into a home on West Royal Oaks early Wednesday morning. The homeowner found Triggs rummaging through his truck, so he confronted Triggs, who pointed a gun at that homeowner, told him, "Get back inside." Well, that's when the homeowner called 911. Deputies found several stolen items with Triggs and Evans. Both teens now face multiple charges.
Charges are pending against a driver involved in a deadly semi pileup near Stratford. Neider Singh is now in jail on suspicion of involuntary manslaughter. Investigators say the 44-year-old didn't slow down in time when traffic was stopped on the interstate from a previous accident. Troopers say Singh hit another semi that caused a chain reaction crash, killing David Lambeth of Rolla. The wreck involved 3 semis. Pickups.
Arkansas's governor has signed legislation giving state employees 4 weeks of paid maternity leave. The time off will be taken out of an existing pool of unused sick leave. The leave would be available to women within the first 12 weeks after birth or adoption. However, that new law does not offer the same benefit to dads.
Online at KY3.com, the new barbecue and beer house now open in Springfield.
More news in a half hour on KY3. Have a great day.